All right, thanks a lot, Ben. So when I last left you, these models are constantly updating on their own. I saw an update that I did not like. Now, Tropical Storm Humberto has not been updated for the time being. So let me go through this. This is a really interesting turn of events, and it's really been slowly evolving over the last several hours. This is not absolutely set in stone. There's too many players here. But for one, Tropical Storm Humberto officially formed yesterday. I'm not worried about Humberto. I'm worried about what will soon be Imelda. It's always the I names. Now, Humberto is a tropical storm for the time being. It will likely on Friday night into Saturday become a hurricane, even a major hurricane. It's all about the speed. But notice this, where it is, where the Carolinas is, Monday into Tuesday. Humberto is slowing down. The potential next invest 94L, or what will soon be Imelda, is not slowing down. It's moving due west at about 14 miles per hour, and it does look like it's starting to turn. But once it gets past Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, models are now trending this to move faster. And the reason why this is significant, before models were showing Humberto is going to fly up, it's going to be strong enough, it's going to take Imelda by the hurricane hand and drag her out to sea. But if Imelda evolves ahead of Humberto, it's going to get caught up in this upper level low, and it could mean a landfall here in the Carolinas. Now, again, this is could, but things are trending that direction. Let me show you. So this brings us up to about Sunday at 7 o'clock. Now, the models are all over the place. It's really tough to believe anyone, but you do have a general agreement that it'll be right around the Bahamas by the time you get to about Sunday morning to Sunday evening. It's right after here that you still have a lot of question marks, but we're seeing a lot more of these lines that are now starting to trend in. And I want to show you this update. So these are the model comparisons. I've been showing this most of the morning. I showed it most of yesterday. And Model 1, I literally, if you were just watching, I said, hey, I enjoy Model 1 just because it's the better scenario. Well, the new update is not the good scenario, because watch this. You finally actually have an agreement. Model 2, which by the way is the European model and the GFS, these are long-range models, has Imelda accelerating and making landfall here on Monday late day, right around the Myrtle Beach area. But the big change that we saw is that this wave is trending further west per the American model, and it has a landfall a little bit closer to Charleston come Tuesday morning. That's within the same time frame. When we are looking at the long-range data, we want to see some agreement. We want to see a general consensus, and the consensus is showing that Imelda is potentially speeding up and trending further west. Again, this is just model data. We're here on the stream. I want to show you the changes as they come. This is not the forecast, but as a meteorologist, that is not the shift that I wanted to see. This is also trending that since it is heading due to the northwest, would impact us here in the Charlotte area. I've been mentioning over the last few days that the back end, that 7-day forecast, will likely be different depending on what these systems do. And as it's stalling out, that could be some big time flooding. And then you still have Humberto curving back out to sea, pretty much following what Gabrielle did. Hopefully it's going to miss Bermuda. It is looking like that is going to be the case in the scenario, but this is quite the change. Really night and day compared to what we just saw. For our future cast, here's an example again. All the rain. We're looking at on and off rain for your Saturday. It dries out a little bit on Sunday as it gets pulled away. This is showing that first model in the blue that you would see really tight circles. By the way, this would represent this again. Not trying to alarm, just what the newest models are doing. So you kind of going through my process. This just dropped. I'm kind of processing the data as well. This, what you're looking at right here, would be a potential Hurricane Imelda making landfall here in South Carolina come late Monday. And I want to show you the other model. This is the one that you're starting to see in agreement, and I don't like seeing this. This has a potential Hurricane Imelda making landfall Monday night heading into Tuesday. I'm hoping things shift because they've been all over the place. I was actually making a graphic earlier this morning and everything was being pulled out to sea. There was no indication of this. And then one model had things trending a little bit further and further west, close to the Carolinas. Now Model 2 is starting to do that. We're going to see. Now, here's the good news. Imelda isn't even a thing yet. It's a complicated 94-L, but there is a chance. I'm just letting you know, there's always a chance. So this is one system that we have to watch for the entirety of the Carolinas, what it does, where it's going. That's the newest information that we have for the time being. I'm going to continue to look into this here on WCNC Plus.